tournament and coming in the numbers. They call it the morale, and that is what they're giving to the teams that are here. So the students would always love to be part of this game and always showing some bit of support there for the teams in Group B. So the teams here with Nigeria up against Zambia is always looking pretty well good for them. So there will be more excitement there for most of the teams that are here. At least they know that they have some bit of support. So it's really looking good for Nigeria as well. And for Zambia, they have a long night at least if they need to come out. So the group is looking very exciting, at least for now. Nigeria have 3 points, likewise that over South Africa. So the teams will look to be very much happy about their performance and get back again and show their strength and power. But so the second half will be a very exciting one there for their teams here. Teams have had to fight on, and sometimes you can be lonely in the starts, but it doesn't mean that you've been left all alone. But you need to come back and enjoy the football. So let's just say the Zambians, the first time they've got behind in the competition, it's looking like they need to do an overtime work against Nigeria. Well, Nigeria were looking to start the second half with some bit of power at least. It appears that the coach for the side is looking to tweak their team a little bit. To hold up as reason because they need to make a change. Well, Nigerians want to make a change quickly, and so the coaches are just waiting for the signal from the officials. Well, so the coach is actually trying to make sure at least this game starts again, and so it is going to be the Zambian team. A bit of a confusion here. The referee just waiting for the substitution and a bit of a signal there for the games to start, or perhaps the second half to start. Nigeria gets it underway quickly. Chukwelu. There's a little bit of a instant about the change. The Nigerian coach, Denabi, wants to get Josephine Chinedu in the team. Kunanaji here looking to hit one. Kunanaji again is a big block for her. And this time it's Lungu carries the ball away. Nigeria again, lovely piece of work now, Dega. And she's offside. Well, a bit of an interesting story. Faith Michael, the right full back, is out, and so it is Josephine Chiwendu Nonye who is in, and so that is the substitution there. Chukwu Nonye who's in, and she plays a club football in Afghanistan for Asirom IF. Another good ball in. Paranosia heard that, and couldn't quite get the direction right. But Dega does well to win back possession. Another split ball here. Flag stay down. So Faith Michael picked up a knock early in the first half, and she couldn't come back in the game. And so there's a reason why that the Astrom IF player comes in to replace her. But Zambia remains unchanged at least. Josephine. Good play. Paranosia on the ball now. Paranosia could make it two. Paranosia goes around the goalkeeper. Paranosia again, but stop there. But the Zambians again. That's an exciting play. Belemu. Paranosia did almost everything right. Good piece of work. Went around the goalkeeper. Just hitting this one, not the best. And Belemu was just saying to stop her. That would have been a perfect way to get Nigeria into the mood of making it to the next stage, perhaps. A weighted, perfect pass for Paranosia, and just couldn't take the decision right. Chikwelu, Paranosia, Kobe. Chukwu Nonye. Still Nigeria, will lead here by a goal to nil. This time the flag is not up. An opportunity for Nigeria leads to get a second goal. Another save brilliantly by Nali. Musasi slaves, allows Okobi to get the ball, and eventually we headed out, but only as far as the Nigerian player, and eventually again the Copper Girls get it out. The Shipolo Polo, they are just desperately not able to get the balls away from the goal area. Belemu. But again, Nigeria were looking very good to get another. Oshola with a run. A Berry. Good play. Oshola can actually strike from here. And it goes wide. Well, I see that Oshola really hasn't been able to get a goal in a tournament. But that's another decent ball here. And she shot wide. Musasi, Kunanaji, Tembo on the ball here for Zambia. Tembo switching play now on the Nigerians. We're just coming here. Wakapila losing this ball. Dega. Musasi. Wakapila. She's always good on the ball, Wakapila. Ayinde. And now Nigeria But always want to go with the long balls there. Paranosia drops the ball down to Kobe or Dega or Paranosia. Able to get to the ball quietly. This is a Kobe. Good piece of work there from the Nigerians. And now Oshola wants to use a pace. Oshola gets it. And a Paranosia couldn't direct the ball here to Mwakapila here. Good piece of work now. Look at that from Mwakapila. Oh, she's always got the balance right, hasn't she? And again, that's Oshola's ball here. Once again, the combination, if it's effective, it always leads to a goal. Chanda. Mwakapila. Not a second time. On a long ball to the far side of Tembo and Oshola. Good play now from Masisa. The experience is coming to bear. Dagger! And again, Nigeria. Well, they're looking decent now in the second half. They've got some delightful chances at least to get the second. And there they go again. What a play now from Mwakapila. Well, that's Abby with a final touch on the ball. And then Naji. Again, Kunanaji again, shot the ball. It's Chanda. Chanda's fouled. And again, good play now from Chanda. But again, Odega really herself, she knew she was coming to the very disappointing foul. Just at the edge of the box now for the Sheep Polos. Shot Lungu just in the ball there. Mwakapila also waiting. Okay, and now there's a bad ball, perhaps. Mwemba. Well, the flag up there for an offside against Mwakapila. Naji, Mwakapila looking to pick up Chanda. This time Naji here. She's waiting for the ball. And Chukwuelu does well to win it here for Nigeria. Gets a free kick. Show of strength now between two players. Number 9 and 10 in conflict. Chukwuelu. And that's a 9-0 run there from the Nigerians again. You're expecting to see Chukwu Nonye to get the ball right, and unfortunately she just couldn't get to it, and back again to restart play. And now you have Rashidat Ajibade warming up police, maybe will get a shot in the game. There's been a lot of work now for the Zambians, especially so in the second half. They haven't been able to deal with the Nigerians the way they should. Spain Nigerians who've shown them a lot of strength and power now led to a goal. Chukwu Nonye with a throw for the Super Falcons. And again, just looking forward to run with this ball. Naji looking to run. And Ebi went it. But the ball goes out of play. Naji still kept following the ball here. Well, so the second meeting between the two sides, living up to some bit of expectation there for the Nigerians. Initially, they may be looking like a side who are going to run right over the Zambians, especially so after thumping them 6-0 4 years ago. But it's a complete Zambian team with too many skillful players, and the likes of Wakapila and Naji. When they're on the ball, they always delight to watch. And this time, Naji pushed down, but the flags stayed down. No call on a favor. Naji. And she's one of the toast of the players in this game. Wakapila, she plays for Wind Buffaloes and Zambia. Anyende. Tochukwu. Kobe is skewing this ball. Good piece of work there from Lungu. And now ball giving away to the Super Falcons. And here they come again, Barrett. Odega. Barry again. Keeps the balance. Keeps the ball there. Well cut out by Belomu. Put a Naji here. Lungu. Chanda was the target up front. Says the introduction, the right full back, and she's really worked out. Chukwu Nonye. Well, that's a foul here against the Super Falcons. Felt some bit of sharp pains. And Shola trying to plead their innocence, but the court really going against the Super Falcons, and this is Nigeria. Need to defend the lines here because their team can be very dangerous. Harry Lungu. They conceded against South Africa. Now the team is ahead against Zambia. Tochukwu and the team. And so there's the Zambian side. Naji. Ooh. Not expecting that ball, but just came off the leg. And again, not the best of direction on the ball here. And now played here at the Cape Coast Stadium in the Total Women's AWCON. It's Nigeria 1, Zambia 0. Oshola here. It is Oshola. And Musasi with a final touch, but the flag had already gone up for offside against her. Osinachi. Well, the flag stayed down. Oshola with a great chance. Opano's away. Oshola! How about that miss? That should have been a second goal for Nigeria. But assist Oshola, side netting that ball. And her reaction alone shows that she is disappointed. Look at that, the flag stayed down. She just simply needed to pick up Opanozie. Just being unselfish on that occasion, Nigeria would have been 2 goals ahead here against Zambia. Now with that means the scoreline still remains Nigeria 1, Zambia 0. Chanda also missing the ball. Tembo chasing this one. What Oshola doing is that she's using the pace quite well. Opanozie drops the ball down, looking to pick up Odega. A little bit about tussle there, and the referee just whistling against her. Nigeria really looking the perfect side in the game. Need to find a way to get more goals, but sometimes it may be very important if you have a lot of goals in this competition. Zambia does have 5. Another great opportunity. Defense splitting pass. Oshola again. Can she be lucky? No. There's a corner kick. Almost everybody asking what is really happening to Cesar Oshola. Just 2 point-blank opportunities. Cesar and the goalkeeper alone, and she just wasting the opportunity. She was onside. And she just slowed down a little bit and allowed the centre-back, Molenga, to come and closing her down to get the ball away. Sita Shola. It's a corner kick lifted in again. Opanozie missing it. Anyinde. Good play, Nigeria. And now Nigeria looking to get a goal here. And it is Osinachi losing the ball. Another ball here, and another great interception there from the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yet again, looking for some defense splitting pass, and that didn't work out. Anyinde picking it for Nigeria. Chikwelu is clattering on Judith Zulu. Foul. Well, so the Cape Coast Stadium hosting the group games. That's Group B with Nigeria, South Africa, Equatorial Guinea, and Zambia. It is Zambia on top with 3 points. Now Nigeria ahead now. So they also will have the 3 point waiting for them. They're able to lock the defense well, but that was the goal. Anyinde, Odega, Opanozie, and the goal was well celebrated by the Nigerians. But again, you have to talk about the pass again. Odega doing her job, picking up Opanozie. Palm, that's it, and that's the goal. So that's the goal scorer there, Opanozie there for Nigeria. What a top scoring ladies in the Nigerian team. Also playing the club football away from home in France for Guingamp. Shanda does to get the ball away, but there's been a lot of work to be done by the Nigerians. Musasi for Zambia. Wakapila. What a player she is, Wakapila. She's got some silky footworks, Wakapila. Chukwu Nonye just guiding the ball away for a throw, Nigerians. Meantime, there's going to be a substitution there for the Zambians as well. And so it is Judith Zulu who makes way for Helen Mubanga, the Red Arrows football player. She played 29 minutes against Equatorial Guinea. She came on in the second half, Helen Mubanga. And that's the midfielder. Also coming in here for a defensive midfielder as well. So let's look into get a lot of free-flowing balls to the centre forwards, coach Bruce Mwape, Belemu, Musasi, and now it is Asisa the shoulder again, waiting for the ball here. Oparanozie of the side post comes back to Odega. 2-0 for Nigeria. And certainly you can't afford to smile. They are doing it again. The defending champions are back in the game. 2 goals for the Super Falcons. And certainly, it should be running up for them. But what a pass it was. From a shoulder to Paranozie, missing this one. Came to Odega, she couldn't miss. And that's it. It's 2-0 for the Super Falcons. After almost 70 minutes of play, they've made it 2-0. Well, at least Zambia will feel they let themselves down with poor defensive play. There was nothing Nali could do. Well, her job is done. She's assisted the team with a goal. And it's now confirmed Nigeria 2, Zambia 0. So the excitement in the stands will definitely come in there for the Nigerians after saying their chances were worked out. 20 minutes left on the clock now for the Zambians to really come out to prove some magical moments in the game. They haven't really been able to do the same. No, in terms of the attacking powers, it's been very slow. And so Rashidat Ajibade is already in for Paranozie, one of the top players in the Nigerian league as well. Rashidat plays a club football for Robo FC. She also played a part in the first game. Rashidat played 67 minutes against South Africa. So was dropped to the bench. Maybe paid off with experience of Sonia Kobe stepping into her shoes in the first half. And he's maintaining some bit of stability in the team. And here they are with 2 goals. Well, so they're looking at the situation here. Well, so the Nigerian bench will be very much happy. At least they know that they have some goals now and some points to show for the efforts in Ghana. I can tell you that it was a make or break moment there for the Nigerians. They needed to find the back of the net. You know, Paranoid, they gave them the last wire. And it has been well sealed by Ortega's goal as well. Well, that hasn't been the vintage Zambian side. In any case, history would tell you that they haven't had the best of performances against the Super Falcons, and they'd have always hammered on their first game against the Super Falcons 4 years ago. They lost by 6 goals to 0, and now they're down by 2 goals to 0. So the teams will be looking forward to having a 3rd goal. The most interesting aspect of this particular game here is that Group B looking very, very lively. Zambia with 3 points plus a superior goal difference, and it comes to South Africa and Nigeria as well with 3 points. But Equatorial Guinea would also look to shock most of the teams that haven't really got themselves in and coming up against South Africa. And that's another lovely ball here. Chanda just couldn't quite get it there. And South Africa will love to make sure at least they get the 6 points and lead the group. So they will be favored with the scoreline, South Africa. Just waiting patiently to see what happens. Meantime, Nigeria do have a little bit of a problem there with the centre-back heavy, but she appears to be okay to continue. Ortega, Shola, Rashidat. Oh, that is amazing! This is spectacular! What a goal! Would you believe this? She's one of the most promising players in the Nigerian setup. She comes in with a spectacular goal, an amazing strike. Good ball there for Shola. Look at that. Palm it in. Sensational strike there from Rashida Tajibade. And the Super Falcons of Nigeria certainly are home and dry. They have shown their class. The defending champions. Maybe they had a blip against South Africa, but after going back home to check their performance, they know that they need to pick themselves up. They have done that. She justified her introduction into the team, Rashida Tajibade. Here they go again, Chanda here, a good save from the goalkeeper, Tochukwu. Rashida again trying to make sure she moves in. Good goal, Nigeria, 3 goals. Rasheedat Chibade. She's showing some class now. Another one here. Anyende. And collected beautifully there by Nali. Odega. Well, again, a quick look at the goal there from Rasheedat Ajibade will show that Denabi has really worked on the team. They have worked perfectly to react and recover quickly from the defeat there. How many times would you want to watch Rasheedat Ajibade's goal? That is a very amazing strike from her. She picked the spot well. And certainly it is. So there will be plenty to dance, and the singing will continue there, because Nigeria is leading here by 3 goals to 0. The defending champions of the Women AWCON. Odega here picks the ball down. Rasheedat Ajibade in there, and still Nigeria looking to find a way to make it 4. A good save by Nali. Well, the group will be very much interesting to see, because Zambia now have 3 points plus 2 goals. Nigeria sits second with 3 points plus 2 goals as well. South Africa moves to 3rd place with 3 points plus 1 goal. And Equatorial Guinea -5. Just 10 minutes plus added time to go here in Cape Coast. Shola, Odega. That flew around there. Chibade needs to pick this ball here. Shola is waiting. And not the best of passes. Belemo, Shola! Good save, and Nelly! She's been denied by the agile goalkeeper, Nelly. Well, she's made some glorious opportunities anyway, but this time it was Nelly herself that to come to the rescue of Zambia. They could have been down by 4. So Nigeria now also coming in with another substitution. So Anyide is now Alimatu Ibrahim Anyide, the Assyrian Higher player from Sweden. And she's making way now for Amarachi Grace Okoronkwo, the midfielder, plays for Nasarawa Amazons in Nigeria. So now the Nigerians want to keep possession. They want to control the midfield, and that is what they need to do. Well, the man who had the biggest of all the smiles here in Cape Coast seemed to be in a different world in today's game against Nigeria. Himself, he made it clear that there's going to be a different game altogether against the Super Falcons. For Zambia again trying their best to make sure they get some bit of consolation here. Still missing some opportunities, Zambia. Well, so they are happy. Here they go, the Zambians again. They still haven't been able to get some bit of opportunities behind the centre backs. Odega just goes round opponent, and this is Asisa to Shola. Asisa can just make it four. No! Certainly not her day. Asisa to Shola. It is looking like today she can't get the goal for Nigeria. She's done almost everything perfectly. All that is needed was to guide the body. At least a good save there from Nali. She came in with a fingertip. Look at that. Yes. Slight touch on the ball there by the goalkeeper, denying Asisa Oshola a goal here. And so Zambia are also making a change. Martha Tembo, a great Buffalo midfielder, is off. And in comes Jacqueline Nkole, the defender here who plays for Danny Roses. So Bruce Mwepa need to tighten up his defense, not to concede more goals here against the Super Falcons. Certainly. Ajibade against Nkole. Koronko. Chukwu Nonye on the ball here. She blasted wide. Well, so there will be a lot of plenty to think of and what to do in the final game against South Africa, Zambia. So the Zambians are looking to find a way to tighten up the boat at the back and ensure there wouldn't be any free flow of goals there from the Nigerians. There's 6 minutes plus at a time to go. They still have a lot of work to do. Rashidat Ajibade. Another lovely piece of work now. It is Asisa Oshola. Yet again, Nali to the rescue of Zambia. Belemo. Well, there she goes again. It is going to be Mubanga. Mubanga here. Mubanga looking for some opportunity for herself and denied. Okobi for the Super Falcons. Odega here, switching to the far side. Rashidat Ajibade on the chase. And so this is Ajibade. Excellent footwork. And so this is going to be another opportunity for a goal by Asisa Oshola. Did indicate to you that she hasn't got a goal here, at least not for today. And Rashidat Ajibade here. And look at the strike again from Oshola. Always rising. Oh, looking for the fourth. And Chanda. Lungu. Corner kick now for the Zambians. Second shot, Makapila. Leaves the ball to the far side again, and Odega will combine here with Oshola. Nigerians have really shown their class and power on the African continent in terms of their display. At least they've been able to produce a sterling performance here. Rashidat Ajibade. Musasi. Ebi. Flag up and offside against Odega. They knew they were going to a competition which was going to be very tough for them, especially after losing in the first game, and they had to talk to themselves and motivate themselves, and eventually they have got the results. It's a positive one for them. Jibade. Odega, intercept well, and Shola is offside again. Yes, a perfect call there from the Bruneian official. Chukwelu. So the Nigerian player Francesco Odega, who plays the club football for Washington Spirit FC in USA, 35 years of age, really looking forward to an exciting competition. Picked up the Woman of the Match award for today's game. Naji here, Chanda looking for the ball. Chanda in there, but again, Ebi will come in. It's a corner kick for Nigeria. Mwakapila, diving header here from Nigerian centre back, Osinachi. Well, there you go again. And it is going to be Obanga with the ball. And Kunanachi's ball off target. We are into stoppage time plus added time. And it's 4 minutes of added time. So the woman of the match for today, it is Nigeria's Francesca Odega. Well, certainly not happy at all with the performance today. Maybe they could have done better. That's disappointing it is for the Zambian team. Could have done better by coming into the competition and changing the skills, and there hasn't been a story, at least for them. They should be coming back and thinking they need to do something in this competition. But again, it's the second game for them in the group, but it hasn't really lived up to expectation. Going down by 3 goals. Kansas defending champions who are still not giving up. I see the shoulder here. And conceding a corner kick. Disappointing once again for the Zambians. Buena goes to ground. And that's the ball here for Buena. Maybe trying to get the ball back to the goalkeeper, Nali. So Buena down with an injury and wants to change things out with the goalkeeper. Was conceding here. So was everybody looking positive about this games and enjoying football? For Nigerians, have come here to show their prowess and believing in themselves that they could do better. And that's what's happening here. Bueno with an injury here, so they will be treated there by the medical staff of Zambia. It's a corner here to the defending champions, Nigeria. We need to really look forward to it. Yeah, want to pick up a fourth goal here. Good save there by Nali. Flapping the ball back into play. Here comes the Super Falcons. Well, flag stay down again. They still can make it 4. No! Denied by Nali again. And simply not ready to get the ball. Nigeria seeing Nali twatting almost all the opportunities once again in this competition. Look at it again. Flag stay down onside. And Okobi failing, and look at that reaction. They were just waiting for Paranozie. She knew she was going to get the fourth goal, but that is not a story. Another ball down to the far side again. It's been pushed back by Nali. It's still Nigeria looking for goal. They got the fourth goal. Simply Okoronkwo. And the Super Falcons have shown their class and power in this championship. 4-0 against Zambia. And to now be up Nigeria, go Nigeria. It's a script well written here in Cape Coast. Certainly a recovered team, dusted themselves well, punched back. And again, Okoronkwo, cold precision. Good goal, Nigeria. And don't take anything away from their celebration. Well, so that's the final strike from Okoronkwo, the final blow to the Shipolo Polo. And they go down. And so things are changing, and they have changed. Nigeria move up in Group B with 3 points plus 3 goals. And so the Zambians couldn't just simply contain the Super Falcons. Oh, started well, and now they lose. Nigeria 4, Zambia 0.